On March 31st, 1922, at the Old League Park in San Antonio, the New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers played an exhibition baseball game on their southern swing prior to the start of the regular season. Even though this Subway Series was part of a regular slate of spring training games in the Texas leagues, like the modern Grapefruit and Cactus Leagues, in San Antonio, it was major news. The team arrived by train via Houston aboard a Southern Pacific at 7 a.m. on game day. The largest draw was a 27-year-old Babe Ruth, arguably the biggest star in all of baseball. The previous year, the Yankees won their first American League pennant, but due to a barnstorming controversy, the Babe was penalized and forced to sit out the first month of the 1922 regular season. Spring training would be the last chance for a while for fans to see the slugger that had banged out a record 59 home runs in 1921. Upon arrival in San Antonio, the team was driven to the St. Anthony Hotel for breakfast and to get cleaned up for a slate of local appearances. Ruth was personally scheduled to have 2 meets and greets: the Frank Brothers store and at the flagship department store Josky's in the Alamo Plaza. Today it's the shops at River Center. Both appearances were courtesy of the Hirschberg & Company, makers of the official Babe Ruth caps. Babe had also hoped to play a round of golf at Brackenridge Park, but he was nursing a bum foot. Resting that foot must have taken priority because Ruth missed both appearances. To be fair to him, a time was never actually announced for the signings. He did attend a luncheon on the roof of the St. Anthony Hotel that was hosted by the local Chamber of Commerce. The team traveled to League Park at 3 p.m. for the 4 p.m. game start. Before he stepped up to the plate, Ruth was gifted a silver bat by the Knights of Columbus. And according to the local paper, when he came up to bat in the first inning, the Sultan of SWAT hit one straight over the right field fence into South Praça Street for one of the longest drives in the history of League Park. The Yankees hammered out several more runs and bested the Dodgers by a score of 12-8. By the 7th inning, Ruth had already left the game and, back in street clothes, went over to a bench in the outfield to watch the rest of the game, where he was instantly mobbed by a throng of fans seeking autographs. While he was in town, he made an appearance with Blanche McGarity, a local actress, in her film Little Miss Bluebonnet. This story first grabbed my attention as we were circling the neighborhood on our Old Town trolley tour of San Antonio. The driver briefly touched upon the Babe's visit to the Menger Hotel bar, so I popped back in that night for some more information. The Menger Hotel is the oldest active hotel in the entire state of Texas, and the bar might be just as famous. Here, Teddy Roosevelt recruited his Rough Riders to be soldiers in Cuba, and there are 2 bullet holes in the ornate woodwork from accidental discharges that night. There is a nice collection of Rough Rider artifacts in a display case outside. Also in this hallway are dozens of historical photographs of famous people that have either stayed or traveled through the hotel into San Antonio. One of which is this photo of the Babe standing outside the front entrance to the hotel. I couldn't get a good photo through the frame, but luckily I found this one on a Google search. As the story goes, the Babe spent quite a bit of time carousing in the bar. I'm assuming he moved over to the Menger from the St. Anthony at some point after the exhibition game. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where he's standing in this photo, but I think it's the lamppost right here in the middle of the screen. This looks to have been the main road in Ruth's time, but is now a closed-off park adjacent to the hotel entrance. I'm told Babe Ruth fans often stop in front of the lamppost and attempt to recreate their own version of this iconic photo. Now, after this video, maybe you will too.